Hey everyone, it's me Truffalo, and today's hero preview is really exciting since it marks the premiere of a brand new hero. This hero wasn't in the original release of the game, and it's a new patch, if you will. There were some balance changes that were made, and I'll leave those in the description. If you want to play the new version of the game, you just have to download the new zip file, and I'll also leave that in the description. Aside from that, running and playing the game is just the same as before, and in case you're new, you just have to download the folder, unzip it, and run the exe just like you would a normal application. But enough of that, it's time to put the new hero in the spotlight. Introducing Lauda, the Crestfallen. She's a multi-offensive attacker who can attack from any angle. Lauda has 435 HP and 4.5 movement speed. Her light attacks deal 35 damage and her heavy attacks deal 60, both of which are quite fast to use. Her passive ability is the Shade Spectrum. This is a charging power meter that collects shade, which is indicated by the black bar below her HP. It charges quickly to a maximum of 300, but is reduced by 30 whenever she takes damage that's greater than 10. When shade is charged above 50%, she will regenerate HP at a slow rate, and when it is above 80%, she will receive a 15% damage boost to all of her attacks and spells. Spectral Trajectory is a jumping ability that will launch Lauda forward 6 tiles. If she makes contact with her opponent, she will land and slash them for 70 damage, while also slowing them for 3 seconds. Its cooldown is 5 seconds, and if no contact is made, she'll complete the leap before being able to move again. Next is Claw and Fang, a counter-attacking ability that will send Lauda forwards at short range, dealing 50 damage to targets directly in between her initial and final positions. During this time, she'll become immune to damage, but not to stuns, which will interrupt the ability. This ability's cooldown is 8 seconds, and it is an appropriate tool for countering predictable spells. Her ultimate is Black Iron Falcon. Casting Black Iron Falcon will toggle Lauda from her default fight mode to flight mode. Being in flight mode will grant her a bonus 0.5 movement speed and full freedom over all terrain such as solid and sky tiles. She gains access to new abilities in this mode, and I'll get into that in a bit. However, she won't be able to use her light and heavy attacks. Flight mode will drain shade, and if it reaches 0, Lauda will be returned to fight mode. Toggling back to fight mode can also be done at any time by pressing the hotkey again, and the cooldown to toggle the ability is 3 seconds. Now for her flight mode ability set. These skills replace her ordinary skills while she's in flight mode and return to their original counterparts upon toggling back to fight mode. First is Death Drop, which shares the same cooldown as Spectral Trajectory. Casting Death Drop will deal 100 damage to opponents below her initial position and stun them for 3 seconds. This ability is a great utilization of the height advantage that Lauda gets when she is in the sky. Next, Claw and Fang is replaced by Full Rend, a mobile striking ability that deals 75 damage with a 25% lifesteal. Full Rend can be casted while moving, and with its 2-second cooldown, it is a powerful substitute to the basic attacks that she's barred from using. Lauda is a versatile damage dealer who can strike opponents from every direction. Her abilities can be used to escape, attack, and counterattack, meaning she can adapt to any situation. Flying also gives her a great advantage on many maps, and terrain in general is never an obstacle. If she reaches her full charge, her combat potential is limitless, and her multi-chain damage output wipes out her opponents. On the other hand, Lauda is highly vulnerable to splash damage, since she loses her angle advantage by always taking damage in return. She is also a hero that relies heavily on her shade. If she's taking too much damage too frequently, her rhythm will be disrupted, resulting in a lack of shade and access to its bonuses. Also, having her ultimate blocked or prevented from full usage is also extremely harmful, since half of her potential strength is essentially inaccessible. That's all for now, and I hope you get a chance to play this hero. I'd say she's relatively difficult to play than most, but I'll leave that call up to you. As always, I'll just go ahead and let it fade to black.